Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Planet Coaster, Knott's Grand Adventure. I'm doing a little test open right now for some just to see how this new setup works, and so far it has worked out pretty good. And I'll go over that at some point. First, for now, I'm just going to start off with this. This is going to be the new perimeter fence going around. So these are the old fences. These are the new ones. These ones are just too short. Anyone could just climb over those. These ones at least would require some effort, and I just don't think people would climb over them. So yeah, new fences, and I'll work on that all the way around. I don't remember if I had these down last time, but this right here would be the quote-unquote tram route or bus route, whatever. Like, it's not going to be functional at all because they don't have those sorts of things, and I don't really see the point. There are some scenery objects that I could use to like build one, or I could download one, but I didn't really like the look of any of them, so I'm just not going to. I am, however, going to set up like a queue right here so that if people were going to take the shuttle to their cars rather than taking the walking path, they would have that option. Over here I have completely filled in the tunnel where the original guest spawn point was. And over here is just going to be more buildings. Probably just have like ticket booths and group seals over here. And as far as me trying to get the layout for the Big Kahuna perfect, I've kind of put that on hold for now. And to be honest, I don't think I'm actually going to be able to get it how I want, just because of how long the lift hill takes. But it's necessary for the lift hill to take a long time because of blocking, and I don't want this to have a mid-course brake run because none of the other Gigas have a mid-course brake run other than their like fake one at the very, very end, and it's not mid-course, it's at the end. So yeah, that's that. I haven't worked on any of this. I haven't worked on any of this either, but I have done some stuff over here. Ladies and gentlemen, I got rid of the mine train in place of an Intamin Blitz style coaster. It still needs a lot of work. It's nowhere close to being done, but overall I think this is a cool fit. I reused the old station, and it has a launch underneath it. I already built the tunnel. That was pretty easy. I might end up filling in that section right there just to make it a little bit more narrow, and I might also add effects to it. One thing that I don't really like is this like helixy area. I think that right now the ride takes a little bit too long to hit the block section right there, and that train just ends up sitting there for longer than it should. So there are some things I need to do operations wise to get this thing better, and there's also some things I need to do layout wise to get it working better than it is now. It's also not completely smooth. As you can see, there's this bad transition right there that I haven't worked on yet. But yeah, I'm sorry if any of you really liked the mine train, but it's gone and this is in its place now. I decided it was old and boring and it doesn't need to exist anymore. It's going to reuse the old queue, though I'm going to have to make some revisions to it, and I'm going to keep this sign right here, but I'm going to put something over it. I don't know what I'm going to call the ride yet, but it'll still tie into the mine theme of this ride. Alright, let's go over here to, whoa, Sierra Side, or not Sierra Sidewinder, Timberline Twister? Is that what it's called? Control-Shift-G, thank you. Timberline Twister, yes. This is Timberline Twister. It's the family coaster. Also part of why I got rid of the mine trains, because I already have a family coaster, and this one's better than it, so I'm keeping it. It's really popular, which is great, but I need to work on the queue. I don't like how this part right here sits above the grass, so we need to find a way to fix it. I think that I did that because I didn't want that awkward little slope right there, so I just decided to keep it flat, but I don't know, something about it just seems off, so I'll have to fix that at some point. I've also been trying to work on the station a bit to make it look nice, and I've kind of started with this, and I'll probably add more beams to it. I just don't know what design I really want to go for in this, but I'll figure it out. Alright, another thing, I got rid of Flight of Fear. I'm sorry if you really liked Flight of Fear, but I got rid of it because I didn't like the building and I didn't like how it wasn't pitch black inside. So I decided to replace it with a GCI. And I know that's kind of weird because I had La Chupacabra, which was originally a GCI, then I converted it into an RMC. And you can still kind of tell that it was a GCI at one point, especially with this turnaround right here. But whatever, maybe they didn't like their first GCI, so they RMC'd it, but then later on, I don't know, maybe they got better, so they built another one. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. The layout is not yet complete. I'm gonna try and find a way to tie it in with a sci-fi theme. I know it's kind of a stretch having a wooden coaster in the sci-fi area, but I'll figure it out. I mean, Mystic Timbers exists, and that thing's about like trees that or something that attack you. So I'm probably not going to go with attacking trees as the theme for this, but hey, I could if I really wanted to, but I'm not going to. So yeah, that's that. Overall, I think that this is a good change for this area because you don't have the gigantic eyesore of a building right there. Everything just feels a lot more open now, and I like that a lot. I'm also gonna bring it out into this hilly area a bit. I haven't messed with the friction yet, so right now it's slowing down quite a bit really early on, but that's something I can fix pretty easily, so I'm not really worried about that. This stuff right here will get a refresh once I figure out the new theme of this area, which again will still be sci-fi, but I'll probably end up changing the color schemes on a lot of these because a lot of these things are just like white and black or blue, and that's boring. I'll probably just brighten it up a bit and give them new names. Afterburn is still Afterburn. I gave it this new color scheme on here. It's black and red, and it's going to have gray supports. Unfortunately, most of this thing is custom supported, so in order for me to repaint it, I have to click on each one of these and do that. And I have to click on one of those and do that, and that. I cannot multi-select these, so this is the hell that I'm currently going through because I want to change the colors, and I can't just delete it and redo it because the default for these is blue. So yeah, this is going to take me a really long time to do, but I will figure it out. If these were actually attached to a building, it would be a lot easier, but they're not. They are their own separate thing, and that's why I can't multi-select. If I use multi-select, let me do click, and I do like that. And if I do like advanced move, I can't click on them or anything to change the colors. I can click on, let's see, let me try it again with that, and I'll do that, and then even if I just do move, it doesn't give me the option to do it. So yeah, I just have to keep clicking, and that's my hell. that I have kind of chosen to put myself through. I could have found a way to leave this dark blue in the color scheme, but I didn't. I wanted gray. And I'm not allowed to change my mind from it because I've already gone this far. And yeah, I'll just have to live with it. Oh, I built a queue for this. And I'm going to have just brick all along it. And the whole thing's going to be covered. It's kind of a weird queue design because it's just a bunch of levels. Forbidden Journey actually does this in the greenhouse. It's not really what I based it off of. I just didn't want to have just a set of stairs going up. I kind of wanted to have like this gradual build up eventually leading into the station. So that's what I have here. And I like it so far. And I don't think I'm going to change my mind on it because I'm able to fit a lot of queue in here. And it'll probably fill up just because of the capacity. But whatever. I can deal with that. Right here is going to be buildings of some sort. I don't know what yet. Again, I have to figure out the new theme. This building right here will stay because I like it. I think it's cool. It's basic, but I think it gets the job done. So yeah, that's not going to go anywhere. Oh, you know what? Let me show this off really quick because it kind of relates back to that. Over here in El Serpiente, look at this view now. Look at this view. It is amazing now. It's beautiful. Probably one of the best views in the park. Also, I redid this turnaround, and I think it looks better. It overbanks a lot more. It's a bit tighter. It just looks better. The other one lost a lot of speed at the top. And I think that I had to do it that way because I couldn't overbank. And the building is right here. And now the building's not there. And I have this nice little patch right here. And everything just looks very, very nice. I'm sure that part of the new coaster is going to take up this area. But I'm not bothered by it. I think it'll just add to it. Because look at that view. That is nice. Also, I adjusted the lighting to be 3 p.m. And I love 3 p.m. lighting. Like, I just think about when I'm at, like, Magic Mountain at 3 p.m. and everything just seems right in the world. Just the lighting is perfect. Like, I don't know. It's hard for me to explain, but I think it's just because that's usually when I ride Viper, because the lines don't exist around Baja Ridge at 3 o'clock. You can usually pretty much, like, only wait, like, 15 minutes for X2, which is unheard of. So yeah, that's usually when I ride X2 and Viper. So I usually just think about walking up that hill into Baja Ridge, and just the lighting is so nice, like this. So I think that's why I'm getting sentimental. Okay. I'm trying to figure out a way to give this more queue. And I think I figured something out. And I'm going to move the exit for this over here and have it wrap down and around here and go next to the queue for Dragon Swing. And then I can have a little bit more queue right there, and I'll just have that run right there or something. Oh no, I'll figure it out, or I'll just shift over the queue for Dragon Swing to be like right here instead and just go straight in. 'Cause it doesn't need all that queue. It's a bit much for it. But yeah, there's nothing I can really do about that. I feel like I already showed this off. I'm pretty sure that I did. Over here, I've been messing around with the pathing, and I ended up with like these weird like gaps in the path to make them wide. So I'm covering up the holes with planters like this, and I think they look pretty good. Also, at some point I deleted this building, so I had to go into a really old save and copy and paste this building back on top of it. So I have to rebuild the whole thing. As you can see, the sides aren't there, which really sucks. These aren't there, which sucks. So yeah, I have to figure out that. I also toyed around briefly with having this dive underground. I would move the entrance to Soulspin right over here, because this would be Like, the track wouldn't be there, so you could just go underneath it. And it just was really problematic trying to figure out how the new layout would work. So I think I'm just going to stick with this. My whole reason for wanting to do that was because I didn't really like the shaping on this Immelman. Something about it just seems weird. I don't know how to explain it, but something about it just seems weird. I'm also kind of stuck in what I can do because this area is really, really, really tight. Like, this ride just goes above paths in the few places that it can, and it's a challenge, honestly, trying to figure out where exactly you can, like, put track and not have it look bad. Speaking of Quetzalcoatl, also I think I may have called it Chupacabra. I tend to do that. I started working on this again, but would you believe it? They announced that there's going to be an adventure pack that has, like, Mayan temples. So guess what? This whole building's going to get deleted at some point, so I can start completely over. Yay! And I get to build it nice and fresh, and it's going to look a lot better than it does now. So it's not a complete loss, but right now it's going to look weird. Well, right now it does look weird, but then it'll look better. But I don't know how long it's going to take me to delete, like, all of this stuff. Like, look at all these. Each one of these is a piece, and I have a bunch of them, and I get to delete them all. Yay! That's going to be so much fun. I can't wait. Yeah, that's that. I haven't started building over here yet. I did add this path right here to go kind of alongside here in case you don't want to walk all the way over here. I don't even know what I'm going to put over here. It might just be facades. It would kind of work out. I have also toyed with making, like, this little passage right here just be like a backstage area. But then it messes around with the fact that I don't have a lot of backstage areas, so why would there just be one right here that's not even really that central to the park? Central to the park would be, like, right here, but that's not a good area to have it. But then it also limits me in what I can do with Sierra Sidewinder, and maybe I do want to play around over here a bit. So, yeah, I don't know. I'll have to figure that out. Also, this is not enough queue for this, even with having some of the big hitters open to steal attendance away. Like, I opened up this, and I don't know why, but Prestige decided to turn back on. I think I have it off. I'll look at that really quick. Whoops. Escape, settings, game. Nope. Maybe it's in... Is it in here? Is it in the scenario? I could have sworn that I left it off. Sorry, I just took a sip of water, so hopefully you guys didn't hear me gulping down water. Wait, research, unavailable, current select... Oh. Okay, because I already have everything. Duh. Why can't I find it? Where's the prestige option? Okay, it's not in there. 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 And it's not in there. Maybe it is in settings. And I missed it. Settings. Reputation. Oh, I want to have that off. Apply. Okay. Resume. I don't want people to care about its prestige or anything. I want all rides to be created equal. It's not a fun mechanic, really. So yeah, that's where the park is now. And I hope you guys don't hate everything that I did, and if you do, then I'm sorry. Oh, I built the queue for Balloon Race. I need to work on theming that up a bit so it looks better. yeah, I think that's gonna do it for this part. I didn't really do anything else. Oh, I'm gonna get rid of this because I want to have more stuff over here, and I think it just takes up space. I also kind of branched off the exits of this because I want people to be able to get around better. So then I'm just gonna have this area's restaurant right here, and I'll just theme around that. Also, I did the same thing over here with Accelerator. I don't know if I'm going to keep it like this, but as of now, that's what it looks like. And also probably, why are those hedges there? Those were part of the fountain. Go away. Go away. Alright. So yeah, I might move around this path so it goes a bit this way so I can have more room for a building. I don't know what style of building I want to go for yet. I don't want this area to be a mishmash of themes, but that might be what it turns into. Because I don't even know what I would call this style of building. I haven't even built the second floor yet. It will have a second floor, I just don't know what it'll look like. And that curb goes out really, really far. I'm not going to fix it. So yeah, that's it for this part. And I hope you guys like what I did. If not, let me know. But I'm probably not gonna I'm not gonna put the mine train back. I'm not gonna put Flight of Fear back. It just kind of is what it is. Oh, I thought of something else I was gonna say. I realize I have accidentally pulled a Magic Mountain several times, and that I have a GCI coaster next to a giant inverted boomerang, a la Deja Vu and Apocalypse / Terminator. Deja Vu's gone now, but at one point they were right next to each other. The placement wasn't quite like this, but they were next to each other. And also having a parking lot with a coaster view, because this right here will all be parking lot and it will have a coaster view. A pretty good one too, and also the fact that you enter from this area and then you have all your park stuff right here. The only difference is that, like, you walk pretty much right to the entrance, which probably would be bad for if the park's open and everyone's crowding around right here. But I don't know. I don't care. I'm not going to worry about that. So yeah, for real this time, that is going to do it. Let me know what you think in the comments. And yeah, thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time.